All right, we're here with Max Singularity.
Where?
I think he's
Oh,
behind
that's
us.
me.
Oh, sorry. His Holiness, I should say.
His Holiness. Hello.
Yeah, how you guys doing? Sorry, I was talking to the crowd over here. You can see, like, wherever he is, there's a little crowd that always shows up.
Oh, my security is never far.
Sorry bothering Mr. Max.
Yeah. They put their fingers in their ear, and
Yes, it is confirmed.
Well, what's with the new hat?
the new hat. This is from the Eve store, and this is the best Care Bear hat you can get because it's from Outer Ring Excavation. So that's the official ore hat. So since I do everything and I bless all the miners as well, I figured I'd give me a new ore hat.
That's awesome. So when did you get here?
I got here about a couple hours ago. Then I got kidnapped by some guys that took me to this bacon bar, and it's everything bacon. So they got me this bacon sloppy Joe. Still got to eat it because we had to run back here for the presentation.
Oh, wow.
And
Did you catch it? You caught the presentation?
yeah, I caught the presentations. Got back just in time, and so it was pretty good.
Now, I read on something that you were actually leading a tour of JPL. Is that right?
Yeah, so about once or twice a year, I have the opportunity to bring about 9 people onto JPL. And Kriba actually had a request since he was going to be in California. But you have to get him clearance in advance, so it takes like 30 days for foreign nationals.
It's not a citizen.
He's not a citizen, and JPL's not set up for tours, so you have to get certain clearances done. Even a U.S. citizen takes like two days or so to get cleared to go.
Let's meander over this way so
Yeah.
we get a little reduction in noise.
There you go.
Yeah, that's much better.
There we go.
We don't want to take it too far from your food.
Yeah, so I had an opportunity where set up a meeting with him, and then another opportunity popped up at the last minute where I could take about 7 more people. So I just threw it out on the internet that if anybody wanted to join, and luckily 4 people did. And one guy, Dave, he drove all the way from Las Vegas. 5 hours
Oh my God.
for a 2-hour tour,
Yeah.
and then drove all the way back to Las Vegas. So that's dedication for
That is-
NASA
That is nuts.
and St. Eve celebrities, I guess you can call us.
Wow. Those are some serious fans.
Yeah, I love it. I feel humbled not about my fans, but fans of NASA, the work that I'm doing, because I think it's important. And when people are so inspired by what we do at NASA, that means a lot to me too. So that inspires me more to put out more stories out there.
Right. Now, there's something else I wanted to ask you about, and it's a little more personal, but it was your involvement with the Olivia situation that looked like it was going one way, and then it went the other way.
Boy, who saw that coming, right?
Yeah.
So it really highlights the mental illness that is out there, and we're doing the right things with the Broadcast for Reps. We're keeping those channels open. Like I've said before in other presentations, I lost a lot of people in 2014 to suicide. In 2015, a couple more. 2016, you guys are doing good. Nobody's died this year of my friends.
Let's keep it that way.
Thank you very much. And so it got to the point where I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to lose my friends anymore. And so I've been on the chat lines talking with people, and the secret is just talk to people. There's this dragon that is inside each of our heads, and this dragon uses our own voice against us to convince us to commit suicide. So it doesn't burn us, it doesn't claw us, it talks us into it. And if we can look at that dragon and say, whoa, wait a minute, it's really not that bad. There are people that like me. Because a big part of suicide is this whole thing about feeling alone. And if you really understand that you're really not alone, that if you reach out for help and you call for a Broadcast for Reps. So in this case, we had one person who I personally, my opinion is, needs some help, decided to troll and think this was a joke. And it's not a joke. So we started this My Name is Olivia campaign, and we found out hundreds of people were Olivia. So
including him.
Yeah, including him. He's an Olivia too, and so we're going to do something with that. And I think I'm going to reboot the Six Empire Alliance, and I want to open it up to broadcast for reps and alpha players with what I heard today about, kickstarting that.
Sure, and corp invitations.
Yeah, and Eve University does a good job at educating people, but I want to get them into the experience. No API keys, nothing, and if they want to go play wormholes, they can go to Wormhole Corps. And what I'll do is we'll collect numbers of organizations that have different play styles. So if you want to join Goons, fine. If you want to join PL, fine. I want to be neutral to everybody. A Pope should be neutral.
Have bridges to other experiences through other corporations.
Yeah, if you want to join Code, go join Code. Whatever you want to do. If you want to be a miner in HiSec. I want to try to have a leadership committee that has each play style of Eve. People can join our play style, and I'm not about building an empire, I don't care, but we give the people the experience. They can talk on the comms, and then they can actually go join those other organizations.
So will it have a religious bent?
Let's see. Since I'm the first atheist pope of the world,
I guess semi-religious.
It'll be kind of,
Religious overtones, but atheist core. That's interesting. All right, man. We'll let you have some dinner because everybody's breaking, and then you're going to do the pub crawl.
Yeah,
right?
we got to go get drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you got some catching up to do.
Especially, there's priorities for popes.
Right.
Atheist popes have their priorities.
Exactly. I have a lot of wine in there. All right, Max. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. All right. Anything you want to say to, anything you want to plug or anything like that?
Oh, the entire Eve Online community, because I know there was this one time there was an article that says there's really not a community, and it's a mistake.
I think that was published on our.
I think it was.
I think there was some obscure.
Yeah. and I know how it was written, and I know the style in which it was written. So I know the author, and I know he didn't mean it that way.
Well, we're talking about Cyan, we're talking about TMC, and we're talking about, we can name names.
We can
Cyan's
name
actually
names.
retired now.
Best delivery service.
Exactly. But we do have a community, and it really comes out, especially when there is someone in need. When we have, like the tsunamis and all of that.
But I think that the article, and I'm
experience.
not 100% sure on this, but I think the article was saying that Reddit doesn't have a community. It's a tool. He didn't say anything about the Eve community necessarily.
Well, yeah, but Reddit,
that has been
Reddit
kind of
has its own flavor of community too, and they have, to say they don't have a community is also a mistake, because they have their own celebrities that post on Reddit and so forth, and they may be at odds with different groups, and that's okay. That's part of the color of Eve. And again, it's disparate communities, but disparate communities are still this one giant thing that we all share in common, and that is our love for Eve. Right. So it's kind of cool. So that's the biggest shout out I want to give, because if you think about it, I did not give myself the title of Pope and all that, and it's the whole freaking community.
And you did not kiss your own ring. That was
I did not kiss my, and Iron Bank kissed my ring.
Did he? Wow.
Yeah, right? So, but everybody was like, well, that's not news, because everybody kisses the Pope's ring.
That's true, but they all bent a knee if you think about it.
Yeah, and there was a presentation I gave that, there's three big sayings that are in Eve now. One is kiss the ring, bend the knee, and shoot blues, tell vile rat. Yeah. Those are player-created sayings that are actually in the game right now.
They're going to echo for years.
Yeah, they're in there. So yeah, my shout-out is thank you to everybody out there. You did this to me. Tomorrow I'll be walking around in full. My wife said it's no longer a costume. It's now regalia. So Eve is real.
Well, that's great. Thanks very much, Max. All right, take care.